Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Cairn. It is a somewhat open world rock climbing adventure, exploration adventure. It's made by the people who made Haven and Furi, and it looks really good. As somebody that absolutely adores Peak and Jusant, I'm kind of glad to see this like new trend towards rock climbing. Difficult kind of strategic games that, oh, I'm not clicked in on the game. That explains things. Difficult / strategic games that don't involve direct combat. Just from the perspective, oh, sweet. Okay, I can take a look at some of these. Highlight limbs might be good. Skip quick reaction minigames. That's definitely something I don't want. And I'll have to see. You know what? I'm just going to turn a number of these on. Because they actually seem really good across the board. Okay, cool. But yeah, challenging games that don't require just killing something. I don't know. I've played games forever, pretty much my entire life, and every single one of them seems to boil down to fight thing, kill thing, continue on. And I'm kind of cool with the idea of games that don't do that. Oh, this is fun. I think I'm going to throw this on Explorer. Namely, just looking at the different difficulty settings is kind of fun. So survival is easier, climb with your gear and pitons. Progress is saved automatically. Some assist options are on. You can change them at any time. Go back in time. Rewind your actions to prevent a fall. I love that. I love that as an accessibility setting. Namely because the other thing for a challenge is sometimes I like being challenged on games, but I prefer being challenged more on a like intellectual and planning stage. Rather than a, like, oops, you missed the reflex test, you die. Let's see, no saves, death is final. Oh, God. No piton, no belay. Yeah, we're gonna just give this a shot and go from there. I want to see as much of this game as I can.
All I ever wanted was to touch eternity for an instant. To reach one of those rare moments of bliss, where everything seems in its place and you feel you're part of a whole. Do you know what I mean?
Weirdly, I'm reminded of a short hike as well. Oh, I might want to turn off the in-game timer. That's for speedrunners, not like the game clock. Oh man, I bet speedruns of this game are going to be wild in the best way.
Wanderbot, go ahead, answer.
Hey, Aava, it's Chris. Do you ever pick up the phone?
Hi, Chris. Sorry. Look, I've not really got a whole lot of time to chat right now.
Absolutely. Just touching base to say we're good to go here. And I gotta tell you, we're all fired up. Rooting for you to become the first human to set foot on the summit of Kami.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Gotta go. Just call me back. Come on, Climbot. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Okay, the mountain is calling, but even veteran climbers need a warm-up. Reach the highest holds on walls 1, 2, and 3 to learn the basics. Sure. Okay, start climbing. So select a limb. Climb. Climb. Move a limb. There we go. Okay, this is kind of delightfully quappy. And we can jump back down. Yeah, I saw somebody say that this was Advanced Baby Steps, the game. And, like, I haven't played Baby Steps yet, so I can't, like, fully say. But I'm definitely feeling it. Kind of. Let's get here. Oh, this is really... let's go here. Oh god, she's... well, pulling it off. Yeah. I'll have to turn that one tutorial down. We can just jump back down. This looks like it's going to be neat. Definitely the kind of game that I don't think I'd record a playthrough of ever, just because I think it might be a little slow. Maybe not. We will see. But the one thing I have to say is the boldness of doing all of this. Let's see. Is there something there? No, it's not that leg. It's the other leg. There we go. Yeah, trying to... Ooh. There we go. How do I determine... Okay, stretch. With one high foothold, hold left stick upwards to make Aava stretch. Reach more distant holds. Okay. Let's see if I can... No, I can't. Is that a good enough spot? There we go. Okay. Get that. Is that a good spot? It is. No, not that one. This one. Not an amazingly good spot. Here? Here. Got a spot. Okay. Probably just here. This is interesting, because, yeah, Jusant... If I can get that in there. There we go. Place a Python. Okay, and I have a limited amount of these things. And then I can off-belay.
I'll take a breather.
So we can get some stamina back, and we can just rappel back down if we want to. But yeah, Jusant did not have this level of, like, find the handhold. It was very much just, like, manage how much stamina you have. Okay, Climbot can grab our Pythons, which is extremely good. I would never do this in real life, so I'm kind of happy to have a video game do it for me. One last tip, game automatically selects the best limb to move for you, based on the weight supported by each of them in Aava's posture. Recommend playing automatic selection for more natural gameplay. Okay, you can always hold R1 to choose which limb. Cool. And that's it for the basics. I was going to ask why she was doing... Oh, no. Is this next? Guess we're waiting for Climbot. Can I grab a drink or a snack? No. Well, is my goal to climb out of here? I'm assuming. Let's put this here. There we go. Is there even a spot? Yeah, there we go. Grab these. Not much for it. There we go. Seems like we got a good crack there. This looks untenable. Is that a spot? Looks like that's a spot. Could place a Python? Might as well. Okay, now we can see my stamina. Placing Pythons. Planting Pythons regularly will help secure your ascent, but beware you have a limited supply. You can retrieve them once on solid ground by recalling your Climbot. When you want to plant a Python, go off belay in a resting position. You'll recover your stamina and be able to open your backpack. So we can just kind of hang there. Hold rope. So I could also go back down if I wanted to, but no, we're climbing. Okay. And my brother got really into rock climbing back when he was in college. I kind of wish I had. My college actually had like a rock climbing gym, but it wasn't like off campus, but it was in an inconvenient enough spot that I didn't really feel super keen on. Let's see. This kind of sucks.
Oh, come on!
Ball rewind. Okay. Let's go about here. So, that's such a nice accessibility option. Yeah, the problem is I can't really see her stamina. That should be kind of good. And yeah, you can see when a limb is stressing too much. Nope. Okay. Let's examine this wall a bit better. So I could also put a python down at this point. You know, we're kind of close to an end, so sure, I might as well. And then we can just off-belay and rest for a bit. And this might also give me a good, like, starting point to go from. But yeah, unfortunately for me, I wrecked my wrist when I was in high school. And so I've always been, like, a little leery of stressing it too much. Because I kind of need my wrist for things. You know, every once in a while, I hurt my wrist, even just gaming. And, I mean, that's just something you have to contend with as you get older. That, like, your... you know, you're not as young as you used to be. Your reflexes are a little slower. It's easier to kind of strain yourself by playing too much. Or not taking... There we go. You know, not taking enough breaks or playing something that is, like, overly strenuous, if that makes sense. So, back when Hollow Knight had originally come out, I had hurt myself a little bit. Actually, I don't know if I'd say I would hurt myself. Outside the climbing gym, serious injuries will be fatal. Find a bivouac site to save your progress, pitch your tent. Be able to resume from this point if you die. Progress will also be automatically saved at certain points in the story. Every once in a while you hear about, like, a free climber just slipping and falling, and that sounds so bad. That's why I'd never do this in real life. Ascent save day 1, Tenzin. Oh, raspberries. So I guess we can put stuff in our backpack. We get our self-screwing pythons. I'm so glad we have a robot that will just grab these things for me. So can I, like, jump or anything? Well, we can look around, which is nice. This looks pretty. I'm curious about the whole first person to climb this mountain thing. Oh, incoming call.
Again? Who's it now? Chris? Naomi? Don't pick up. I'll take care of it later.
The boldness of doing this barefooted. Oy. Poster about climbing practice. When in high altitude, don't lay off the chalk. Used before or during the climb, it provides multiplied grip strength for a couple of meters of ascent. The Climbot, even in its older versions, features a compost function that guarantees a stack of chalk right up to the summit. Or a stock of chalk. Notice raising awareness about pollution linked to mountaineering. Mountain is not your garbage dump. Pick up your trash. Poster on local wildlife. Pika. Aww. Related to hares or rabbits, pikas, or okotonas, are particularly well adapted to life at high altitudes. These herbivores, known for their sharp whistles, may be difficult to spot. Indeed, they sneak into piles of stones or burrow into the ground when disturbed. Map of Tenzin. General view of the Tenzin indoor/outdoor sports complex. So this is just kind of like a freeform tutorial. Okay. I was like, this looks really settled for a mountain that we're trying to be the first person to climb. But yeah, this is not the end. Warning, due to major landslides, the GR 3007 hiking trail is temporarily closed. Probably climb it though, but do I need to? Probably not. Do kind of wish it was a little faster. Oh, elevation. Interesting. Display route. Ah, the route that I've taken. Fun. But yeah, so as a result, my desire to do a whole lot of rock climbing has been kind of low. Okay, plan your route and choose the best starting position by scoping out each track. So, this is not a bad spot to get started. See if I can get one leg up. Oy. There we go. Should look at the assist settings just to see which ones got put in. Let's see. Do I want to go left? I think left is a little bit less precarious. Go from here. There we go. And yeah, the auto selection really does feel more natural. Yeah, come on. There we go. Is that? Oh boy. The flexibility required to pull off some of these is like really impressive. Okay, there we go. This is not the best spot. Can I? Eh? Oh my god. This character is superhuman. Okay. So we can see their food meter too. Oh boy. So we're actually going to have to worry about feeding ourselves on this trip. I know there's inventory management and some other things too. Let's see what we get access to. Somebody festooned this tree for reasons. I don't know why. Oh, well. Gentian. Flower. I'm really curious how open-ended this is. This actually looks like a good spot. Not a lot of stopping points, but kind of nice and easy. That seems... I mean, I guess you could kind of boost past it, but let's follow the trail up. Just because I'm in no immediate rush. I'm just here to have a chill time. And might as well hike what I can hike. Especially if there's something interesting here. Because it seems like there's like a interesting little cairn. There might be some like routes off the beaten path that you could do. Short break. Well, that's fun. Portrait. Oh, right. I was going to go into the settings. Gameplay. I was going to turn off... we don't need in-game time. So, infinite climbing gear resources, no survival. No, I'll leave those off. We don't need them. So the question is... Oh yeah, that's the spot. It seems like I could actually cross over to the other side. I just don't know if I'd benefit from it. Yeah, so what we want to do... let's get up here. Because this actually seems somewhat promising. if I can scoot over to it. This is getting there is tricky. There we go. All right. It's getting into these sections. There we go. Let's get a little bit of stamina back now that we've gotten up here. Because there's barely anything to this left.
Right on.
And so if I can kind of just get in here, even if it's not like the smoothest. Is that a spot? It's not a good one. Yeah, so the square is when we found a good spot. There we go. It was kind of dodgy getting onto the first series of, like, little ledges, but once you got to that point, it was much easier. Oh, I forgot to mention a short hike. That's one of the other climbing games that I played recently. This one's definitely going for the full simulation feel, which I actually think is good. Ooh, this looks promising. Let's look around for a hot second. Also, settings, audio. I usually turn these things down preemptively because I'm afraid that the game is going to, like, overpower. I think this might actually be one of the, a game with, like, let's see, drink? Okay, we don't have a water bottle. I can save here at the bivouac spot. I have to wonder if we get any snacks. I don't know if I'd want to climb that thing. Maybe. Okay, this looks actually really good. So we'll go up here. Let's see, what was I going to say about short hike? A short hike was one of those that just used like a basic climbing meter. It didn't really do anything based on handholds. It was just kind of a matter of like, hey, is this section good enough for you? Let's see. This character is so noodly. I love it. And then, yeah, if we want to go, like, a little bit more esoteric, the Baby Steps game that came out last year is very much another kind of one of these climbing... Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, can't quite take it. There we go. I wouldn't dare to... Well, I don't know. Like, I could play that game. It feels like it's... a number of these games are built to kind of be ragey. Like, you fall, oops, way back to the start of, like, whatever you're up to. And I'm really not interested in that kind of gameplay experience. I've tried. But I kind of prefer it when I have deeper, better mechanics to kind of play around with. There we go. I can't imagine doing this in real life. I mean, maybe it's fine, but the fact that she's, what, a solid 10, 15, 20 feet off the ground at this point already, without a single piton or safety mechanism is terrifying. But it's also a video game, so it's kind of easy to just be like, eh, whatever. It's not nearly as dire. There we go. Get back up to this. And yeah, I could actually see this being pretty doable if you know what you're doing. Here? There we go. Without any of the, without any of the assist features. Or even a piton. Whoops. Let's get one in, though. I'm starting to push it a little. Okay. Let's just rest. Because, yeah, we need to zigzag a little bit to the left. I don't know if you can climb the vines. It does actually look like there's a spot to the right, too. But that's okay. I wonder if you can actually... go here? There we go. I wonder if you can actually, like, swing. Because that was something I really liked doing in Jusant. Which was specifically, like, swinging between different areas. There we go. Kind of. To, like, get access to different parts of the climb. Let's see. Oh, that's not a good spot. The legs kind of in the same general area. I was originally a little tepid on the intuitiveness of this, but this is smooth. And yeah, the PlayStation controllers, like, the rumble is working wonders. It's actually some of the best, like, feedback I think I've ever had in a video game in terms of saying, like, hey, you know, this is a good spot or not. And so I can kind of tell implicitly how shaky I am based on the limbs kind of wiggling. And the rumble feature giving it just like a little bit of a like warning. So I kind of know when I need to panic and hit the python to kind of rest, recover, do whatever. A few games I would play with the rumble feature on. This one helps. So that's the mountain. Feels kind of small, doesn't it? There's also that insurmountable game I played a while ago. Alright, ready for Kami? Sure. Mandatory warm-up. I like that as kind of a open-ended tutorial. Like, you have your initial ones that kind of give you a solid sense of how to play the game, and then here's the initial climb, just get a general idea of it. And then you actually move on to climbing the mountain. Another solo attempt at Kami brings us to 159 reported deaths on the mountain. This seems inadvisable, but I'm not a mountain climber. What is it about French people and mountain climbing games? Because both Jusant and Cairn, I believe, were made by French game studios. Is mountain climbing, like, actually a thing?
Play the message.
Or, like, specifically rock climbing?
Just making sure you got this before you're too high up. I wanted to say, be careful. You know I always worry. Watch for the snakes, the drops, the loose holds, the cold, your food supply, and so on and so forth. Also to say that I'm always with you, you know? She says from her couch. Anyways, that's all I had, sweetie. Hang in there.
Good thing you don't know about the bears. You wouldn't have let me leave.
Bears? I guess it kind of makes sense. Oh god, I don't think I could ever do that. Sleeping on the side of the mountain. How would you even pack up your tent? Can you?
Hey, you up? Time to go. Could you also pack up the tent, please?
Oh, there's our answer. Oh, that certainly makes certain parts of this easier. Having the robot do it all for you.
Alright, let's start from here.
But yeah, I'd be so worried about it, like, wiggling. I'd be so worried about me wiggling. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, I know the French Alps are pretty substantial. I've been up them before, when I was a kid. We didn't, like, climb or anything. We just, took a gondola up, which is honestly, like, incredible. And some part of me is kind of sad that I can't reach Europe easily, you know, as an American. boy, my ability to go to Europe is dwindling, maybe. Which sucks. You know, some time ago, there was kind of like a small hope in my, you know, absolutely. Okay, can I actually get over here to save?
Good.
Or is this... I guess we already saved, maybe. Well, this seems inadvisable. But in a better world, I was kind of hoping that the US would not completely shit itself and we'd actually have, like, some kind of treaty that lets the US functionally join the EU. You know, maybe without some of the responsibilities, but with the travel benefits and stuff. That would have been nice. And we already did. Like, I think that US visas were actually some of the most permissives back in the day, as how I was able to do study abroad in Croatia for 3 months with minimal paperwork, which was lovely. Wish I had traveled a little bit more as part of that, but poor college student didn't exactly have money to schlep it. And is that a correct word? I think so. It didn't exactly have the funding to spend like months wandering, you know, the rest of Europe after finishing the school year. Probably could have, had I had like the will or convinced my parents to, you know, come over and join us. But after 3 months over there, it was kind of one of those where I wanted to go home. And then I immediately fell on my face and had to go to the hospital, which was fun. Donated blood at a Red Cross, like, blood drive thing, and, more or less, hadn't had enough to, like, eat or drink beforehand, and, yeah, fell on my face hard. So they're like, you need to go to the hospital and make sure you don't have a concussion so you can't sue us. Okay. They're like, don't worry, we'll pay for it. And then they didn't. Thanks, Red Cross. I have not donated blood since. I know they were supposed to, but trying to get them to actually pay for it proved to be too much effort. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna grab that foot. Okay, kind of that one. Ugh. How high can I get? There we go. Yeah, I can kind of see how you'd be able to do this without any of the pitons. Because it's not like it's one of those that you're running out of stamina per se. As long as you're not, like, really doing, like, daredevil maneuvers or grabbing the wrong things. Oop. Let's just rest for a bit. Oh. Literally like 2 feet from the top. Well, that's easy enough. Let's see. Do you have a good spot? There we go. But with doing the French Alps, I didn't see anybody specifically doing like mountain climbing with like... Oh, this is pretty. I always love it when games do the title card thing after like 20-30 minutes of gameplay. Especially over like a big like vista. Now I'm seeing like a tower over on the left. I wonder who did the soundtrack for this one. Because it was Danger for Haven and Fury, I think. Was it like Danger and Carpenter Brute or something? I'd have to double check for Fury. I never finished Fury. I found it too hard for me. It was also just a pain to try and commentate over at the very least. Whereas this one's a little bit more like stream of consciousness, give or take. Yeah, I'd be shitting myself just walking on this ridge. Just the idea of like slipping, tripping, or something crumbling beneath me and sending me hurtling hundreds of feet down to my death. No thank you. I keep well away from ledges. I'm one of those people that gets like that immediate, how would I say it? Like that visceral like feeling whenever I'm looking over an edge. And so I try very hard to avoid doing so. A couple of years ago, my parents, I was staying with my parents and had stopped to, or we'd gone hiking, and I think it was Vermont. I think it was like Vermont or New Hampshire or Western Massachusetts. I don't remember where. And as part of that, we got to the top of the mountain, and then there was like a path up on top of what effectively was a giant boulder. And we ate lunch on top of it, but it was one of those where like if you slipped, you would absolutely fall 200-300 feet to your death. No thank you. Okay. Poster about climbing practice. 5 keys to be a better climber. Grip. Work on your hand strength so that the smallest crimp feels like a jug. What? Focus. Channel your inner power to better recover from uncomfortable positions. Burst. Take advantage of energy peaks to climb the rock as fast as a white tiger. Grit. Strengthen your mind to disregard the pain. Temperature. Warm up from the inside. Your mental burns brighter than the sun. And when practicing doesn't cut it, don't forget to use chalk. I wonder if we can level up or something. Poster about the local wildlife. The common pipistrella. Oh, hey. I wonder if this is actually... I mean, obviously pipistrella is a type of bat. But I do wonder if they chose this as a reference to the Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo game from last year. That game is actually really fun. Wish I'd done a video on it. I guess I still could. Anyway, the common Pipistrella is a small species of bat in the Vespertilionidae family? Tilionidae family. Can be found in almost any habitat, from cities to low mountain areas, and usually makes its home in dark places. Harmless, it may surprise unwary hikers by bursting out of cavities. Poster on local wildlife. The mountain goat. Able to live at altitudes of up to 4,000 meters, the mountain goat is an incredibly agile species, using the rocky terrain to evade predators. Its milk is rich in flavor and fat, ideal for braving the cold and altitude. Warning sign, danger. Kami is a type 4 mountain, classified as extremely dangerous. High risk of falls, injuries, avalanches, strong winds. We strongly advise against attempting any ascent. Kami is reserved for mountain professionals with a valid permit. Word of advice from Pika Pika. Pika Pika says the mountain is not a dumpster, pick up your trash. And missing. Worrying disappearance of a hiker. Her car was found in the foothills of Kami, but we have no further news of Anita, a bona fide sportswoman according to her relatives. Her absence was reported by her employer when she failed to appear at work. Anita is a slim build and is 1 meter 80 centimeters tall. She has a medium-length light brown hair. If you have any information about her whereabouts or disappearance, please contact the Mountain Patrol immediately.
Perfect spot. Where do I start?
Not gonna lie, I actually kind of wish some part of the plot was actually finding this character, like climbing the mountain secondary. And I'm sure maybe you do if you take the right route. So what can I see? Do I have any settings? No. Okay, so we have a couple of structures that we can look at. The waterfall. I'm curious about that thing over there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to reach it. I'd have to go up and around is the answer. Because otherwise I'm going to have to, like, run afoul of the waterfall. And I kind of don't want to deal with that. So there's kind of like a series of crevasses there. What's this one say? Warning, bears may roam on Kami. They're extremely dangerous. Stay alert. Do not carry pungent food. Do not leave any waste behind and never attempt to approach a bear. Hike at your own risk. The national park cannot be held responsible for the event of an attack. I gotta question that, though, because how the hell are the bears getting up here? Like, I know bears are wily suckers and can do, like, a lot. But I don't take them for, like, expert mountain climbers. If anyone has, like, extreme knowledge of bear climbing, please let me know, because I am curious. Okay, so it doesn't actually... No. Well, I mean, this spot's kind of good. But I think I'm going to do a... Oh, broken bottle. Did somebody leave a broken bottle here? Rude. Let's go around for a second. Because we've got a flower here, a thistle. Weirdly, this actually looks like a really good spot. Now, we're early enough in this game that I can't imagine... Ooh. Come on. There we go. There we go. We're early enough in this game that I can kind of take some odd routes and get away with it. There we go. Some of these might bite me in the ass, though. Okay. This is actually terrible, though. But I feel like going down at this point would be actually not inadvisable, because I can get my pitons back. Oh, that's not... Ow. Okay, so this was all dangerous. Oh, good.
Cool.
That cost me nothing. As far as the extra grip goes. You know what? I don't think this is going to work. I think it's a path. I think it's a path you could take, but it does not have a whole lot of good. Easy points to work with. Is that a Pika? I have no idea if it's a Pika. Photo mode. Hold up. Picture for Chris. Okay, how do we zoom in? Okay, there we go. What are you? That's a Pika. That is a Pika licking his nuts. You know what? Let's take a screenshot. Perfect. Quit photo mode. My timing is impeccable, or something. Let's see. What was I going to say about anything? I don't know. I did say the game, I was early enough in the game that I could start taking some dumb risks, but that was not true. Well, I mean, it didn't harm me. And like I said, I can undo things.
Sorry, ladies. Not the pretty flower you're looking for.
Okay, we do have to worry about food. And I'm curious when I get more chalk. Does it recharge? Maybe. Yeah, I'd seen this area earlier. And it seemed good. If I'm really nutty, getting over to this one actually seems kind of great. Terribly placed, at the very least. But we have just enough stamina. Oh, interesting. We have just enough stamina with the, There we go. This just looked like an interesting little nook I wanted to check out. Just enough stamina that I can get around regardless. Ooh, not just an interesting nook. Crossed out map. If you're here because of this filthy map, turn back. You're not welcome. There are traps. What? The hive bears inscriptions. Hive of Queen Bianca the Stern. Creamy, light-colored honey with a woody aroma. Caution. Possible disease in 2 frames.
If I run into a bear, I won't mention your cave.
Hive of Queen Maya the Burly. Dominant dandelion. First blooms. A little bitter. So somebody put up... Oh, honey dipper. Hive of Queen Tellus the Mephilius. Or mellifluous. Monofloral linden honey. Soothing properties. Board is covered with scribbles. This time it's the real deal. Infuse gentian without adding sugar. Boil with honey. Stir continuously for 5 minutes. Super honey recipe. Smoker with engraved instructions. Use smoke to calm bee colony before harvesting. Start harvesting honey once the colony gathers around the queen bee. Hive of Queen Hestia the Hearthbound. Common polyfloral honey. Perfect for making mead. Message has been taped here. Hey man, came by to see you, but you weren't there. We'll be heading down for good soon. I'm looking forward to what lies ahead and a bit scared too. I'll come back at dawn, the day after tomorrow. Please tell me what you've decided. I know you'll miss your bees, but this cloistered life, hiding in your cave and afraid someone will steal your honey, it's not healthy for you. Maybe it's time you learn to let go, Rhodey. Well, this is a fun little Easter egg. I wonder how many players actually find that. God, that must mean that this whole game is riddled with interesting secrets. Okay. So the problem with that is that also means that this isn't particularly climbable. I mean, this is... Okay. This is the best I think I'm going to be able to get without going back. Well, I have a hell of a lot of pitons. Didn't want to let me. Like, the problem is... It has no good leg spots this early on. That's not great either. Okay, this is better. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get much out of that. There we go. This might be one of those that we have to use the pitons for. There we go. Find a spot. That's a thing. Go from there. This doesn't really inspire much immediate confidence, but it's okay. This is the point of the piton.
Yeah.
Just do off belay. Get our stamina back. Like, we're almost there, but this is not an amazing little route I found. It's mostly just didn't want to have to retrace all my steps.
Right on.
Hey Aava, this is Chris. So, do you ever respond to voicemail? We have no way to know your location. And the sponsors are breathing down my neck. I've been waiting for pictures forever. Can you at least confirm you've taken a few? It's hard enough for them to advertise your performance without any images. But if on top of that you're not giving any news, you know they'll start foaming at the mouth. Anyway, get back to me when you have a chance. I hope everything's okay, and my messages aren't making you angry. No need to deny it, I'm starting to know you. I'm just trying to do a decent job, is all.
Oh, you're gonna be so mad when you find out what I did to that camera.
Okay, so we got a big machine over there. I can jump across. So what's in my backpack? Oh, interesting. Oh, so I can compost these things and turn it into chalk. So I might be able to make an infusion. So what else do we have? A barometer. Highest heist. Very bad whodunit. Perfect for rainy nights. Keep all the papers I want to hold in it so I can find them easily. Pitons, noodles, other things. Broken camera. Took a beating after a fall. Okay. Do have a spare piton, possibly. Okay. Let's go for that. Oh, so is that 10 minutes how long I have to wait before we get a... How long I have to wait before we get another piece of chalk, maybe. So that's a spot to climb, but we actually don't want that. What was that? That was very silly, apparently. I guess the game isn't really meant for too much platforming. A lot of Pikas around. So I want to see what this thing is. Oh, it's a vending machine. Why the hell is there a vending machine here? Okay, broken bottle, berry milk, sickening slop, compote, berry milk. I mean, we can just get all of them, can't we? Alright. Well, first and foremost, take a drink. So that's that thing there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much with it. This seems like a really good spot to climb. Let's take a look at my backpack. So, sickening slop, we might as well just compost that. Berry milk, rare. Is quite good. So that's some warmth. What does this give me? Yeah, a number of these are kind of good. Mushrooms. Safe to eat, at least I think so. Well. Good enough. Yeah, this game's awesome. Like, Game Bakers has always made really good stuff. There's no doubt about that. I think this is, in my opinion, their best game, based on the mechanics I've seen. I'm sure a lot of people are diehards for Furi, but mechanically, I don't know, I just didn't vibe with it. It was a bullet hell boss rush game, and, like, I'm just not interested in those. Whereas this seems like really mechanically complex in a very satisfying way. Oh. Yeah, that was the one I wanted to grab, because that was kind of the one limiting me the most. Let's see if I can get up on top of this. Because yeah, this gives me a solid grounding spot. And I can figure out if I want something else. No, this seems like the best route I can possibly take. Like, it's slow, and very much not for everybody, which I think is going to be something that is a possible turnoff for some folks. But for me, you might notice this if you watch my videos a lot, but I'm hitting that point that I think a lot of people might be starting to hit, where... No, keep that one there. Thank you. Games are starting to get kind of samey, aren't they? Yeah, it's just pop a python. No reason not to. We're not going very far. Gives me a new good starting spot, even if it looks very silly.
Come on, Aava.
Yeah. Games are starting to get extremely samey in a bad way. I think so much of it is just...
Come on.
I mean, for starters, I play video games for a living. That inevitably is going to create some level of friction in terms of... just no possible way. There we go. That should be a good starting spot. Bad for the hands. Ooh. And this looks atrocious. There we go. I think we might want to scoot over. Oh boy. Well, I mean, we're pretty much there. I wasn't sure if I fell, but fell nowhere because I was already where I needed to be. Kinda ick, but it's fine. But yeah, because so many games are kind of just ending up looking and feeling the same to me, I've become increasingly, like, frustrated with them. I don't know if frustrated is the right word, but like I've played a lot of incremental games over the last couple days. They're a nice comfort food, and the next Steam Fest is coming up, and so there's kind of a bunch of them being released in like demo form, which is fine. They're fun. I enjoy them, but a lot of them are the exact same game. Like, you change certain bits of them. You change how they look. You change the setting. You change one or two features. But, you know, when push comes to shove, they're virtually identical games. In every meaningful fashion. And while I keep playing them because they're kind of fun, my excitement with each successive one like goes down just a smidge. Oh, that's somebody else's. That might be the missing person.
Oh, look at you. Your circuits are frozen. Where did you come from? All the way up there? And you're getting back down? By yourself? All right, let's go. There's nothing we can do for him. We'll see if we can pick him up on the way back. Poor bag of bolts.
So that tower thing, yeah, meet a broken climb bot. That tower thing is, I think, is part of Gondola Network. Yeah, you can see a couple of them. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that isn't the climb bot for the missing woman that we saw the poster for earlier. Let's see, what was I going to say? But yeah, my excitement just kind of dwindles with every game that is virtually the same. Bear-proof box. Ooh, climbing tape, curry strip. I mean, grab all of them. No reason not to. Yeah, do we have anything else around here? Because I might as well explore what little I can explore before we go anywhere. Question is, do we want to stop here? I think the answer is yes. While I'd like to keep going and see more of this game, I've been playing for a little while and gotten a good sense of this. Because yeah, unlike all of those incremental games that are just the same thing over and over and over again, still good comfort food. This is a real freaking game. This is like very well thought out. A lot of good ideas being presented. The story, whatever it is, hasn't really revealed itself yet, but it promises some interesting things. I think some part of me wishes it was set on, I mean, it's like on a fictional mountain, but like, I don't know, some part of me, whenever I see or play one of these games, some part of me is hoping that it's like on an alien world or somewhere else. Like I want to play more games set in interesting worlds than just kind of this one. There we go. This is the one I need to get. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to reach anywhere. There we go. Yeah, so this is part of the gondola that crashed and fell. That doesn't seem safe or good. Anyway, I guess I might as well mention at this point that, well, do I want to... Might as well mention at this point that Cairn is available now on Steam and PlayStation. Might be on other platforms, but I haven't checked. And is genuinely worth a look if you want something different. Or if you liked Jusant, or... Oh, we can't get the nettle. If you like Jusant... Whoop. This is fine. Okay. There we go. Did a sprint. Maybe I shouldn't have. A hell of a lot of Pikas just here. Luckily, they don't go running away from me, which feels funny and weird, but is what it is. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, because I think that might have been the better spot. Question, can I? No. Oh. I can kind of climb this. There we go. Get back to it. Unfortunately, I guess the save point is back down here. So, you know what? I'm just going to go back down. Okay. Put a python on. And let it loose. Pull the rope. Okay. Because, yeah, I might as well go back down and hit the save point. Because I think you can only save at those spots. But, yeah, so... this is available on Steam and PlayStation, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, highly recommend it if you want something a little different, a little bit more unique. Just realized we've got this crazy staff that we haven't used. Curious about that. Maybe it's for fighting bears. Maybe. But yeah, if you want a game that is wildly different from anything else that will come out in the last couple of years and come out for the next couple of years, give this one a shot. It's very much worth it. It's kind of one of those, like, our games aren't games, but also while actually having good gameplay. And for me, I love those. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I got tons to check out and show off. Why am I staring at the mountain? Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. That's a pretty mountain.
The
That's
sky's
pretty
bigger
everything.
up here for sure.
No kidding.